Hello, meat, not food.
Exactly. I love you.
Dr. Kate.
Hey.
I see Canter.
Hi. Hi. I love you.
Where's my
No
car?
kiss.
You want a kiss?
I kind of want to shoot her in the head.
I love you.
Sorry, what was that?
What a guy.
Some guy
my
really
word.
wanted a kiss. It was an emotional health thing.
Emotional.
Okay, yeah, cause I'm just here at the hospital.
Hey, Canter's here.
Yo.
What?
We're on 545.6. 8.8.
Yo,
Oh.
What'd you say about Canter?
she's here.
We take it?
Let's bring the car around back.
Layla. Pray.
Bring the car.
Thumb and keys to the white one, right?
Yeah. Whoa, get someone?
Excuse?
Shut up, you fucking loser.
Should I get another car just in case? You gonna break her or are we gonna take her?
Let's try to take her.
Oh.
Oh.
Get the fuck outside.
Yes, sir.
Faster.
Okay.
Faster.
Hurry up
Okay,
before the cops
okay.
pull up with the bodies.
I'm going. I'm sorry. I'm going.
You hop in first and swap seats for her. Get in the passenger.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Do anything stupid, you get a bullet to the back of your head. You
I
understand?
understand. It's okay. I'm
You
not
on
here to fuck
duty?
around. I am.
You have a tracker.
I do. Only for the doctors. But I do.
How do you sign off?
Just the front desk.
I'll be in the area.
Near the sanitation.
We'll sign off right now.
You
Yes,
stay
sir.
in, I'll take care of her.
Okay.
Back in the car.
Hey, Tom, let me call you back in the middle of something.
You hear
Okay.
me?
So what's going on?
You know what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
Shut up, Canter.
I'm sorry.
You
I'm
siding
sorry.
with those
Look,
dumb fucks?
what? Max and Siobhan?
Yeah.
You know what you did.
Talking to
You
me.
chose
What
your
did I
fucking
do?
side. The same people that hired me to fucking take you out. You make me sick.
I'm sorry.
You really think they're what's best for the city? And
No,
if you think
God,
that,
no.
then I know I gotta fucking kill you.
I don't think they're what's best.
Why don't you
I
speak up
promise
at
you
these
that.
council meetings the way Murphy does?
I have in the past. I've gone toe to toe with Max. That's why he hated me for a while there. I've tried. I really promise. I've done my best.
How do you feel about Crane?
He's a fucking idiot. He
yeah.
said it.
To be honest, I've started to think that he might be getting dementia recently. He makes decisions that I do not understand.
Like what?
I don't know. He backed the first PCP, and I was completely against that one.
Describe the
gave
PCP?
the police continuity plan that put Max in control.
He's the one that approved it, huh?
Yeah, he fought
That's
for it
crazy.
initially.
He fought for it. What
he
a
did,
fucking
yeah.
bitch. He told me this. The
He
state
wrote
did
it
it.
with him. The state might have okayed it, but
What is
Crane
the
helped
state?
Max with it. I don't really know, to be honest. I don't know.
I don't think a state
say
ever
it's
okayed it. I
Max.
think Crane just said, yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Go inside.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Take a fucking seat.
Oh, okay.
Matter of fact, go in your cell. I'm gonna
okay.
put you down and frisk you before you do that.
Yeah,
Put your
yes,
hands up.
sir. I do have a gun.
Okay? I'm gonna be taking that off you. Just put your hands up.
No, of course. Of course. You do what you need to do. You are. I don't think I have anything else too crazy. Maybe a joint or something.
What is this IV stand?
It's just from the hospital. It's just got a saline in it, I think.
Take her phone so I can have it.
Yeah, you just go ahead, take whatever you need. Don't worry about it. I'll get whatever back. Look, we can talk about whatever's going on here. I'm happy to talk with y'all. I'll do whatever we need here. Okay.
Who's calling you?
Amelia, I believe,
hands back
doctor.
Here, take her phone.
Here.
Get the fuck in the cell.
Okay.
Shut. I don't know what you guys are fucking saying,
This
bro.
is a nice place you got
I have
here.
one Soze number. This is the number I've been
And over your
talking
body
to him
armor through
on
the wire
today.
through the thing here.
Yes, sir.
This is the same one.
Drop your radio on the ground.
Okay. There you go. Oh, that's a pretty sculpture you got over there. It's an angel.
Well.
Yep. Okay. Hey, how you been?
Not good.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Why's that?
You stood with those fucking rats. That blows my mind. I thought you were one of the only somewhat logical people, and turns out you the opposite.
I'm sorry about that. I am.
Why
at the
did you
time
stand with
Still at
them?
the hospital?
I felt like I was in a really hard position.
How
Because
so?
I was elected to fight for this government and make sure that it could continue, and we were falling apart. And so
So you sided with the
I
people
wanted
that
to-
caused it to fall apart.
yeah, they did get us in this position. I don't disagree.
I have one of the council members in a
doing?
discreet location right now, if you're interested. Currently,
Yeah.
talking to them.
Listen, if I give you a ping by chance, would you be able to come to me? It's probably a safer spot just for the point I'm
Council
making.
members like you that make me
Okay,
fucking sick, Canter.
834.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll ping you momentarily. It's actually the ranger station. It's
Really?
national park.
You know why I don't believe you?
Perfect. You want me to just head over there?
You know why I don't?
Yeah, that
you know
works.
why I
I'll
don't
meet you
believe
there.
you is because
Alright.
why is every
Easy.
single legislation passed at the bottom it says enacted by Alan Crane unanimously voted on the behalf of the Council
Because
of
they
Eight.
all do what Crane and Dab say, and just put a smile on their face instead of
Speaking
using
your
the
own.
position they're in to vote what they fucking actually
It's
feel.
more complicated than that, I promise. I fought them many times.
And what they
I
fucking
have.
did they bully you into submission?
I thought
They
it was
were-
if it's like a 701, then
Come on,
it
back to
has
the
to be
car.
like a 8-0, right?
I think a supermajority 7, but it passes with half as long as Max is on that side.
Hold on, let me
They forced you to vote with them.
I don't want to say vote. I don't want to take.
It's not even a vote, you're saying?
I do take responsibility for these things, but sometimes I've talked things down, and I'll only vote with something if I think it's not as bad anymore. To be frank, I fought so hard for so many things against them. I did.
So then why unanimously vote? I don't understand. If you don't believe in something,
Which
like,
legislation?
everything, all even
I want to ask you about this. I've been hearing
Yeah.
rumors from a few sources of a piece of legislation
Okay.
being worked on called the FU legislation.
Yes. I'll talk to you about it if you want. It was a piece of legislation created by the mayor's office, essentially to figure out how we handle significantly violent felons in the future.
Whose idea is
And
this?
how would you handle them?
Well, it got talked down significantly. I believe at the start there were many ideas proposed. By the end of
who's
it,
the vocal? Who's the vocal one of this entire
We already
idea?
know.
it was written by Siobhan.
Exactly.
Oh.
Every legislation is written by Siobhan.
She threw a lot of things in there, but by the time that Murphy interrupted, which I'm sure you're aware of by now, It was essentially just you get a twatter ban, so you can't spread terroristic threats. There wasn't much else in it other than potentially the proposal for life in prison, which
So I wouldn't be able to
I
use
argued
twatter.
against.
Sounds like a good thing.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't think it was the worst thing. There were harsher punishments listed, but none of them stuck.
Like what?
Things like a curfew. Things like, not being allowed to have a driver's license. Just random ideas.
Good thing the cops are here. Come on.
Who is that?
It's the cops. Come on.
Okay.
Come on over. Officer,
Oh.
thank God you're here.
You guys okay? What's happening?
We got this corrupt official. I believe she's guilty of treason.
Oh.
I would never.
That's someone treasonous.
I've always done my absolute best for this state. I always would. I fought in Sanguine for the state. I served twice for this place. I'd do anything, I promise.
Do anything for what?
For the people.
It sounds like you do anything just to survive.
Right now,
yes.
yes.
You happen to ever read the Constitution by chance?
Yes, I have.
And in the impeachment articles where it says you're meant to look after the people and make sure they're safe at all times.
Of course, I take that very
Something
seriously.
that would imply like gross negligence, like voting on a DOC doctrine that would imply no EMS or police to respond to anything inside a jail, and then a police officer is dropped out of a fucking helicopter and they're in there and they die and they don't get any medical response. Can you explain how that's not impeachable in your understanding, ma'am?
Yeah, I can see what you mean. Dogtown was an idea that, when coined, seemed better than it turned out to be. I can't really defend that, but I'm glad that it's over. I'm glad that that's no longer a thing and that people can be safe.
Oh, no, it's still in the legislation. You technically ain't nobody need to respond up there. You didn't change it. It's still the same. What do you mean?
Is it still? Damn, I apologize for that.
Don't you remember? You're the council.
It was never legislation that the EMS didn't have to respond there. It was just that they weren't safe in there from the threats. And
nope. It was deemed that they would not respond. It's implied in the DOC doctrine that you guys put forth in the legislation.
Okay.
It said EMS is not to respond up there. Same with PD. Then one of my ex-state police officers got thrown out because this place is in disarray. This pile of shit of a government that's ran by people that don't understand a goddamn thing in what they're saying. They don't even believe in what they're saying. Everybody that voted on that, even Crane, that cocksucker, should be impeached and be held responsible for the death of Aziz.
Well, so's that. They're too busy trying to vote in the FU legislation. She was just talking about it. It's a great piece of legislation.
No, it didn't pass.
Wait, is that the business one?
Oh no, this one's
this one's even better.
Wait, is the business one already in where you guys can search
the
private property?
The businesses are approved.
Oh, you should also read through the Constitution where it says for anything to be lawful in a search, it needs a search warrant signed by a judge.
Yeah, you guys wrote
the
the
Constitution.
legislation. They could do random
The step
searches.
above the legislation.
Yeah, I can review all these
Impeachable.
things.
No, it's impeachable. You should just be impeached, honestly. I believe y'all should do this review, read the Constitution before you put forward any legislation. Wouldn't it be a common sense thing to do for the people, so the people's constitutional right isn't violated?
You're not wrong, sir. I'm not perfect here. I've never been a politician before. I'm doing my best, I promise.
You don't need to be a politician. You need to be a fucking human.
I am, and I work every single day to save people's lives, and I'll keep doing that even after this position. I do my best. I'm always open to feedback. If you have,
can I give you a hypothetical situation?
Of course.
Say me and this man next to me, my name being Los Santos, and he'd be Blaine County. We live in those government apartments over there, right?
Yeah,
next to each other. Me and him are friends. We share rooms. We walk in and out of each other's place, and we're just chilling. We're next door neighbors. You know, we drink beer together. We shoot the shit together. We just got this understanding that we don't give a fuck. You guys can come over whenever you want, and vice versa.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, and the manager of this place, let's call him the local municipal fuckwits, that's running the building. Well, one day he goes, hey, guys, I'm gonna have to kick you out. We ain't got money to run this place. Y'all are fucking leaving, okay? We're both out of there now. It's fallen back to the local municipal government that owns that building. But they go out of their way to invite Los Santos back in and say, hey, you can have your old apartment back, okay? But the one next to you still is under our control because, you know, it's technically ours, so you don't have permission to do no shit there. But do you think Los Santos has the power to walk on over there and just take a shit in Blaine County?
I wouldn't think so. No, I don't. I don't think so.
That's an interesting thing. I mean,
It is, yeah.
it's a surprise to know that that's something that happens every time a police officer crosses the lines of jurisdiction in a Blaine County, in which they haven't got the authorization to do because you, as the council, and the DOJ themselves are too stupid to write one piece of legislation that would pass the government and say that you would have had jurisdiction there.
That is interesting. I hadn't really thought about that, to be honest. I just figured we kind of all assumed, but we should have that already.
Yeah.
Canter, tell him you were busy with adoption laws. Please tell him.
Oh, in the
there's adoption laws.
The trip law.
Oh, the
yes.
Anti-Mime Act. Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that
You guys were really doing.
I abstained on that.
Can you name one law you've done to help people? What have you done to help people?
Well, wait.
One thing.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Tell us one thing you've done to help the people of Los Santos.
I believe that the legislation I've written helps personally. It's not as well known, but I wrote legislation to protect everyone's medical records, so that it can't be posted on the docket without your consent.
So you're saying that you don't believe in the other legislation that's been passed?
No. I do. There's.
Oh, really?
There's ones that I believe in. There's ones that I don't as much. I wasn't really for the adoption policy at the start.
So then why was it unanimously voted by the Council of 8 then?
Because after.
Just like the rights of the DOC being stripped the fuck away and no medical being up there in a place where you're meant to keep it safe.
It's crazy. You don't believe in it, but it's unanimously voted yes.
Yeah, I understand that looks bad. I did fight them on a few points. I'm Dr. Philippa Canter.
Listen, I'd love to stay in chat, but at the end of the day, you know.
Yeah.
If you were to imply the rhetorics of what I said earlier and, you know, the whole government entities and jurisdictions and shit, considering we're in a national park and the Constitution would only be state, even if they did have power, do you think I could put my gun in your mouth and blow your brains the fuck out and just walk out of here and never get charged for it?
I don't think you'd get away with that, sir.
Why is that? Who's going to charge me?
I'm not
it's
saying
national park. Is this federal law? Is this federal ground? Are you taking it from the feds? Is this treason?
Sir.
Is this terrorism?
I'm sorry.
Are you trying to usurp a government?
No, I'm sorry.
Maybe you're the fucking terrorist.
I'm not. I promise.
Well,
I wouldn't ever.
I have her licensed firearm. You know, want me to hand it to you?
Oh no! I don't want to kill this person. I don't think someone being naive is what's going against the people. But now you know there's a legislation and constitution that you should fucking read and understand. Maybe you could commit to some things and be for the people instead of the group of fucking idiots you sit around a table at that think they're doing something for the people. Maybe you should start thinking for the people instead of your goddamn self. And fuck our doctor records. I don't give a shit about that.
And
ain't nobody else gonna give a shit about that either.
Starts pressuring you, or you let us know. Because I will say, Soze, she once did have a somewhat of a good head on her shoulders, and Dab didn't like that. He had me go after her and try to kill her before. But long time ago, light has been shed on the corruption of the city, and it's time to stand the fuck up, Canter.
Okay. Yeah. I agree.
That means if you don't believe in something that's trying to get passed, you vote no on it. You don't just vote yeah because everybody else voted yeah.
Just remember, this understanding of complacency is when you don't really completely understand something. But when you're understanding that you know the goddamn fucking law, you know the Constitution, you know the shit that's fucked up, and you keep doing it.
Yeah.
That just might be treason. of the goddamn United States of America, motherfucker.
I don't disagree when you put it like that. I will do my absolute best to make sure that I don't let anything like that happen again.
You happen to know what my name is?
I'm aware of who you are.
What's my name?
Soze, right?
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I'm the real spirit of the law.
Okay.
Saint Nicholas.
You could. Oh, that's. Is this Christmas? I like Christmas.
Well, trust me, I've only got a few gifts, and you don't want these. It's
Okay,
fucking,
yeah,
charcoal
never mind
coming
then.
out the back of a pistol.
Yeah, to scratch the gifts. We don't need Christmas. Okay.
All right, well, I hope you don't feel threatened by me, because I ain't gonna hurt nobody that, works for the people.
Of course not. I'm not at all.
Good. But if you do some treasonous shit, I might just fucking cave your head in with a hammer.
Understood, sir.
Nice and slow. After I rip the ears off.
Okay. I will keep these words in mind. Thank you for the fair warning, sir.
Canter?
Oh, yeah, no, well, you're fine.
When the impeachment of Dab and Siobhan comes about,
Yeah.
back up Murphy. Do what's right.
Okay.
Do
yeah.
what's right for the people.
Yes, sir.
The people you're entrusted to look after.
Okay. I will.
You make sure that FU act doesn't go to light either.
Okay. It won't pass. I promise that.
Hopefully we don't
Okay.
see each other again, right?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Especially
hopefully
in
not.
federal land.
Mm-hmm.
Might not have any jurisdiction at the moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not ideal. I'll be at the hospital where there is jurisdiction.
Well, you better get going.
Hey,
You
listen.
got a long
Okay.
walk back.
Just remember any of that that squeakiness in your voice just makes me think you're not authentic. If you have confidence and you're here for the people, you shouldn't need to worry. We ain't gonna.
Okay.
You seem stressed out. Why don't you smoke a joint?
I am. Oh, thank you. You know, I won't say no to that. Here, let me just.
Relax and remember
Okay.
what we're doing is for the people.
Oh,
and if you're
God.
for the people, you'll be
Yep.
fine.
Okay.
Give her shit back, Rami.
Yep.
Out of good faith.
Thank you. I really
I better
appreciate
not
it.
see a fucking warrant from this shit. You
Nope,
understand?
never. Don't you worry. Your secret's safe with me.
Pull the gun out.
I'm
You're
not
dying.
one to make enemies. Yeah, I understand, sir.
Just get a new government radio.
Yes, sir.
Have a
All
nice
right,
day. You're free to go whenever.
Take
We
your
got
IFAX
over.
back too.
That way it goes back to the hospital. Follow the trail.
Understood.
Remember, it's federal
Yes.
federal land, so you're free to
I
walk on out
remember.
whenever you want.
Okay. I'll remember all of this. Thank you all.
Be careful of the rattlesnakes.
Yes, sir.
You know, she is one of the better ones, but I have
Killing her
seen
wouldn't have done anything.
siding with Dab lately, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I can tell. Hey, that's what I mean, though. Listen, I think there's got to be some assholes, and depending on how they respond to the logic in which we say, it's going to be pretty easy to tell which one is a fuckwit and which one is.
She said that she admitted that she just goes with the flow when it comes to the votes. Like she doesn't believe in a lot of what she votes, but she
used
just
to
says
go
yeah.
against it. Dab had me doing an assassination hit on her. And then ever since then, I guess she's been just going with the flow.
Interesting. Well, you know, it does make sense. Like I said, I think the crane noodle head at the top's the problem at the end of the day.
You know what she told me, which
hey.
was odd? So there.
What's that?
So, Dab told me the state appointed him as commissioner, and she told me Crane appointed him as commissioner.
Yeah, so I'm not I'm not sure what the role of the chief of justice is and what like stance he has in say. I mean, he's technically at the top of the municipal government no matter what, right? Because he does the criminal law side of things. So I'm not sure the exacts of it, but either way, I believe they would have had the power to do some shit like that anyway. But the questionable thing is when they've deputized people or made people in the council police officers, that is against the oath in itself of the council. So they're also all going to be liable for that sort of shit, you know? They're sitting there letting all these impeachable things
so
out.
here's another
only
thing, right?
reasoning for that is, well, because of what we did. Yet what we did is already done. We've already served our time. It's in the past, yet there's still cops.
But it's not even that though. Like when Solomon was under investigation for getting impeached as council member, they stripped him from his title right away. When Murphy did, remember when John Paul set up Murphy with that gun, his bar license was suspended. So if those articles, if their articles of impeachment are going through right now, why are they not suspended from their duty?
Thing. Crane is the one that would okay it. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
If he's on board, it's happening instantly. There ain't no fucking votes. There ain't no fair trials. There ain't nothing.
They should be suspended.
Whatever that man just goes.
Told me he's suspended right now. He was suspended the moment his impeachment went up, and he hasn't had a case or been talked to about it yet. Yeah. So I mean, surely same thing will happen to them, right?
Well, you'd think so, but yeah, that's the exact. Sometimes actions speak louder than words, just as no actions speak louder than words, and. Honestly, I think half of society's at the point of running in that place with fucking hatchets and fucking hammers and just taking that shit over.
Amen. Hallelujah.
I don't see the point in somebody being a head of DOJ also being.
Here's my thing though. We're at a crossroads here because like those articles of impeachment.
Being a cop,
who approves that?
By the way, Crane was a cop.
Well. Yeah, the article is in the Constitution's endorsed by the state, but if the people that are counsel and judges here are not impeaching people when they breach it, then everybody is a piece of shit. That's really how it is.
That's what's going to happen, though. Like the Crane's not going to sit there and say, "All right, impeachment is going through. You're no longer a mayor, Maximilian." Like that's not going to happen.
Exactly. He's not going to do it to anybody that does what he says. Almost every judge will do what he says. Almost everybody in the council will do what he says. So.
The head of the DOJ was also the head of the council, who was also a police officer.
Who's also...
well, the oath says... the council oath says you shouldn't join any other government agency. So as soon as you join a PD or whatever the fuck, then you're breaking your oath, which is also impeachment. So it's like a never-ending story of impeachments that don't get enforced.
The mayor broke his oath by becoming the commissioner as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, no, I don't think the mayor says the council oath. I don't believe. I'm not sure though. But like I said, I don't know everything.
Here's my question: Is this impeachment shit? That's gonna go to a courtroom, right? Who's gonna be that judge?
Well, that's the issue. I mean,
like if it's Crane, it's
totally dependent on that. Yeah.
I don't think it'll be Crane. I think he's too heavily involved, and he's a part of the council, and he's.
Well, the thing is, if he's heavily involved and he's the head, anybody under him's involved because. He's their power authority.
There is another way to remove him from power. In the legislation for the Council of 8. Well, no. Oh. In the legislation for the Council of 8, I remember reading about this. If 3 of them vote, 3 of them can vote for a council member to be out.
Yeah, but it's only out of the council. He's in the council as a seat because it's put in by the DOJ.
Murphy, Canter, and then unfortunately Walker's dead. Who are the other ones?
Oh, you're silly,
right. You can get him removed from the council, but he's still going to be the DOJ lead. And as soon as the mayor comes in...
No, I'm talking about the I'm talking about that.
He's still going to be the mayor.
Oh.
The commissioner.
He'll still be the mayor, yeah.
I thought the mayor was a seat on the council.
It is, but a council is just a group of people. It isn't a power position. Yeah. So if you get removed from the council, you don't lose everything. But impeachment should work like that, so you're technically right in a way, but it's not going to work like that because... they're assholes.
Like if the mayor is not in the council, what is he gonna? What can he pass?
Honest, the only way we get this guy out of office is in a fucking body bag.
We need an uprising of the people.
Actions he's taken, the extremes he's gone to. He won't just step out of office.
Yeah, he gotta die.
You think you guys are gonna impeach him in the court and he's gonna leave? Hell nah. He's gonna ride it out till he fucking dies.
This is why the slow game works, okay? They got to catch wind of anything we do, and even the lady there. There's a reason we didn't want to pop her. I believe if we get these people to pass a law that allows us as people to vote on a legislation change, and if it passes the vote, then it's accepted. That's something we need to try and push for. So it's a true democracy. Maybe it's something like, if we get 500K or something, we can file for any legislation we want. If it passes the vote, then it's done. That way, we only need to talk to the people to have anything to change. They're irrelevant in terms of what we can push forward as people. It could never get, corrupt to the extent that everybody hates it that way.
I think we got to crumble down what's currently in place and rebuild it, like you said, with proper legislation. A voice for the people. But first, we got to... break down the old structure.
Yeah, I mean, it might be very possible that I just end up going on manic killing spree. I tell you,
Count me in.
hearing the shit that these guys have gotten away with, just I can't believe they were going to put me in treason while taking everybody's rights and being impeachable at the same time.
You know why?
All knowing the DOJ's running it all.
You know why they wanted to give you treason, Soze?
Because I'm too smart for them.
They saw you as a threat, and they wanted to take you out before you grow and gained power and rank and position.
Anybody who's a threat to their power structure is an enemy, complete enemy.
Oh, you would have been hit by that.
And they'll do whatever.
You would have been hit by that new legislation where you can't do a thing.
What was it?
Basically, they could cut your hands off. You can't do any businesses. You're banned from TWADA. All types of shit.
If you're a felon.
Yeah. Just pretty much,
Just
you
a
pretty
felon.
much can't do anything. Yeah. Well, no, like treason, terrorism, probably murder, shit like that.
Man, I mean, they could have fucked themselves as
If you question or test their authority, you're seen as a threat, enemy.
True, they actually would have.
They'll do whatever you do. They'll do whatever they can to fucking get to like put you down completely by passing legislation and doing all that other shit.
Well, that new business legislation is fucking garbage.
You know what the new business legislation is,
Jose?
No
sense. I'm gonna go read it real quick.
They literally
just to double check on everything, but yeah.
Dude, they literally said the state owns your business 50-50, and they have, if you like even do it like an employee switch, like somebody's a CEO versus a COO, you have to let them know, and they have the right at any moment.
State owns it?
And you have the right at any moment. So they can go and break your go through your like business and like check your inventory or this.
Yeah,
that,
pretty
and
much.
third.
There's different tiers, and tier 1 is just like bullshit.
Just go
fucking
read
business.
that shit.
Go read it.
I assume it's already in the MDT, right?
It's in the legislation in the town hall.
Okay, I'm gonna go read over that shit anyway. But yeah, I already know it's a violation because forcing searches
no rights.
against the
you have no rights.
So
do what you need to be done, Soze. We'll be in touch.
Yeah.